BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.
It started as a hobby for, I would say, Mr. Laurello. Larry Laurello had a passion for winemaking, from his Italian roots. So he was doing it in the basement of his home for many, many years, and that was growing to be a problem for his wife because it was just growing out of the basement, and she was kind of getting fed up with it. The timing was right when this place was up for auction, and that all happened at a good time. And he wanted to make his dream and his hobby become a reality. So it was a big investment. Of course, back then it wasn't as big of an investment as it is now. Everything grows year to year, so it does take a lot of money every year to run this place and do what we need to do and make updates and improvements to the building. But the equipment that you're going to see in the cellar is just it's a big investment, and it takes a lot of time every year to keep it up to the standards that it needs to be for winemaking, and the barrel purchase every year that we need to do. It's a lot of work, so they do a great job. So this is our Cabernet Sauvignon, which is from the vintage year of 2012, which was one of the best growing years around here we've had in a long time. So we still have some of this wine. It was an awesome year. It was a dry year, so we had good flavor coming out of that berry. It was concentrated a little bit more. Awesome. It was aged 30 months in oak barrels, so you're getting great amount of oak flavor on this wine, and still getting that fruit forward flavor that's going to come through as well. This is our bourbon barrel aged Cosmo, which is a new project for us. It's been about a little under a year. This was the winemaker Larry Laurello's idea to travel to Tennessee, make a purchase of some of their bourbon barrels, and age it for 3 months and see what happens. And we got exceptional flavor, more body out of the red wine, and a really smooth velvety bourbon finish at the end. This is a cask project, and this is a project that we have a special way of making the wine, and that's it's in a cask barrel. That's a larger barrel compared to our other barrels, and it's a style of winemaking that we reserve a portion of the vintage from the prior year, blend it into the new vintage of the grapes that are coming from the current harvest, and the winemaking from there just proceeds, and it's a new flavor and a new blend every year.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.